What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy DiFran, man. We back in the building for another day, another show. We got a lot of things to get into. We got a lot of things to talk about. Before we get anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure I'm post notifications so every single time that I post here on the channel. I got a lot of videos to watch. I got a lot of things to react to. I got a lot of things to discuss. Some of them are, I don't know who this is. I don't know where this newscaster news segment came from. But it's a bunch of kids in Jacksonville pleading for Julio and Young and Ace to stop the violence in Jacksonville. So we are going to watch that. We're going to react to it. I'm going to have some takes on that. We also have T-Pain complaining about everybody sounding the same. We had a couple Soulja Boy clips that went semi-viral. And I also want to get into this Karen in, what's it called? Karen and Victoria's Secret. So we got all that. So like I said, make sure you subscribe. Also SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes. You can watch, listen to the show audio version only there as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you don't know, Jacksonville right now, at least in the YouTube sphere, not really, I don't think it's hitting mainstream yet, just like Chicago hit mainstream and what was going on with them and their gang activity and the rappers and all this stuff. It hasn't hit mainstream yet, right? Who I Smoke is a big song, but I still don't think it hit mainstream like Chicago did, in my opinion. But it is looks very similar to what was going on in Chicago. So anyways, two of the biggest names, two of the biggest figures, obviously Julio and Young and Ace. And they have been going at it even before Who I Smoke. I watched this whole, literally 2-hour documentary about this situation going on in Jacksonville. That's how intrigued I was by because it didn't sound real. When you heard Who I Smoke, you see all these names people are naming, you're like, no, those can't be real people. Like, these guys aren't literally on the internet naming dead people from the opposition, from the other side. They can't be doing that. Like, police watching, FBI watching, you see what's going on with rappers nowadays. Everybody's getting busted, everybody's getting taken. So they could not be literally naming dead people that could potentially be tied back to them on record. But it was true. If you watch those documentaries, you'll see the long line of people that have been taken out within this beef. But I just want to play this video of these kids, right? Innocent kids in Jacksonville, don't know who this newscaster is, don't know what media outlet this came from. These are kids pleading to Julio and Young and Ace to stop the violence because it's causing destruction in the city.
Ace or Julio, they just need to both talk to each other, have a sit down talk like a man, because they're getting older. They shouldn't even have to buck it out. They already did so much damage to each other.
What would you guys want to say to Young and Ace if you could say something to them?
Quit the violence. My mom, know your mom. Just quit the violence. We don't want to get into this, and especially when we live close to your block. That's not real good.
And also, I feel like y'all need to stop all this violence talking about each other's dead relatives. Because I know in some part of your heart, you feel messed up. Just how I said I wasn't on no side. When I heard them talking about how Baby got on the floor and he was crawling, screaming, please don't shoot me. It was sad because you laughed at it like it was a joke. Death is not a joke. Death is something you don't want to play with. Because when you die, you're gone. Let me tell you somewhere to go at. Go on Moncrief Road on the north side. They got so much shootings, bro. That's exactly. Baby got killed in 45th Street in Hilltop. You go to Hilltop, you gonna find somewhere. Cause
doesn't that make you sad in a way that these kids not saying they have more sense than Young and Ace, not saying they have more sense than a Julio, but these kids are vividly knowing and seeing what's going on, and these kids can't be no more than what would you say? Maybe 10, maybe 11, maybe even 9. Even the youngest maybe started at 9 years old. But these kids are telling, hey, all that stuff y'all doing, I get it. He, I don't know if that's a she or he who was talking. Y'all been bucking back and forth. Y'all done caused already a bunch of destruction. Y'all done destroyed a bunch of families' lives. I get that y'all probably never be friends. And this person said sit down and talk. I don't think they'll ever sit down and talk. You can't be that. I mean, they're kids, so they could be that naive. But adults. I was watching Young and Ace. He was doing an interview with Bootleg Kev, and Bootleg Kev was like, don't you think you guys could just sit down and have a discussion, and kind of work it out? I think once you mock my brother being killed and all my friends being killed and create posters on their birthday, say fuck them and do this, even on Young and Ace's side dissing whoever he's dissed that's on Hulu, there's really no sitting down when it comes to those people in that situation. There's no way you sit down with somebody like that. But I do think because like I said, I've been watching a couple of their interviews, right? I've seen Julio Fulio on Vlad. I've seen Julio Fulio on No Jumper as well, and Young and Ace was on No Jumper. That's the recent one that I watched. And he was on Bootleg Kid promoting this album. Before I get into all the bullshit, I do want to say, because I do want to start doing this, because these guys are here they should be here for one reason and one reason only, and it's the music. So I would recommend, if you wanted something new to listen to Young and Ace's new album. Just because I just listened to it today, and I think it was a pretty solid project for a guy in his range. It was a pretty good album. It's not, when you think of Young and Ace and you think of the things that he's done, you think of the people that, the things that just surround him, the way he sounds, it doesn't really match up to me. Not saying he doesn't like do what he says he's done or alleged that he's done, whatever. He's not saying that. But the music just doesn't give you that. It's more like a crooning type of vibe, maybe like an NBA YoungBoy type, when he's like kind of like melodic with it. But like I said, before I get into it, I recommend that. It's a good album. Y'all should go listen to it. So when I saw this video of these kids, I was thinking, well, yeah, these kids are right, obviously. Like, let's stop the violence. Let's stop perpetrating it back and forth. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, Young and Ace said he doesn't live in Jacksonville anymore. He lives in Houston. And I also believe Julio Fulio said he doesn't live in Jacksonville either. So then it brought me to the conversation that people were having about Lil Durk. And if you didn't hear the conversation around Lil Durk, people in Chicago were saying, well, actually King Von's uncle was saying, you should not be rapping about dead people in Chicago anymore because you do not live here. Not saying of course he's been through it. These are the ops, quote unquote, whatever. Yeah, it's cute. That's cool. But you don't live here. When you go out and you're a millionaire and you have your house in Atlanta, or you got your house in LA, your penthouse in New York, wherever you live, and you're rapping these lyrics, you're affecting people that actually still have to live here. Like, yeah, Young and Ace got to move to Texas and Julio Fulio got to move to wherever he's living at now. But when y'all do these back and forth, it affects the people that still, like, y'all are still damaging that community. If you guys aren't going to meet up and fight or I'm not promoting, I don't think they should meet up and like kill each other. I don't want that. Because, I think they're both talented and they can elevate their families' lives through music. But if y'all ain't going to do that, at least fight. Don't not kill each other, but at least fight. Then y'all might as well just stop the bullshit. I get that it's viral. Who I Smoke, when I first heard it, I was like, it's kind of trash. Like, it's like trashy, but it's catchy. So I know that's going to be like a well-received thing by people, which it was. And then Julio Fulio dropped his, and that one was mid. Like, the first one he dropped was mid, but then he dropped the one rapping on the Fantasia beat, which was super disrespectful. Print out the picture of the 3 dead friends from the news story. Poured like a wild shit, right? That one went viral. It did good for him. But I think if they want to progress in music, they can't fall back on that shit, right? They can't fall back to the, ATK, we up by 30 points, we this, we that. Like, in music, that's not going to work because when you first think of Young and Ace, the first thing you don't think of is music. Unless you're already a fan of his music. The first thing you think of when you hear Julio Fulio, if you're just a rap fan in general, you go directly to the street shit. You don't really go to, Julio Fulio's last song was amazing. Julio Fulio's last song was big. It was electric. It's a song. You don't think of that. You think of the street shit. I know they're also young in the game. They're just kind of like trying to come into their own. But I think from moving forward, like the Who I Smoke, big moment. I forgot what Julio Fulio's was called, but I know it had the Fantasia feature. Big moment for him. I think at this point, you just continue to create good music and try to build off of that. Because if you keep falling back into the street shit, that's all you'll be known for. And also, I'm sure these two artists, with all that heat, with all that gang and death tied to your names, it's probably hard for them to get booked for shows. It's probably hard for them to do anything because I just, literally before I was about to start recording, I read this article. I seen this. I said, Moneybagg Yo and Pooh Shiesty concert nicked, fear of gang activity. That's a report. So you can only imagine Julio Fulio and Young and Ace, what people would fear about those two guys having concerts, right? So anyways, a concert with Big Lotto. I don't like that name for her. This Lotto, I guess. With Lotto, Moneybagg Yo and Pooh Shiesty has been canceled after concerns over possible gang activity. It seems that the show, including a lineup of Moneybagg Yo Lotto, Pooh Shiesty had a city in North Carolina scared of potential gang activity that might go down. Per the NC Beat promotion company, Star Entertainment has been forced to nix a concert they were hosting with all 3 rappers at the request of the city of Winston-Salem, who previously signed a contract agreeing to host the event in Winston-Salem Fairgrounds later this month. The company is now planning on taking the city of Winston-Salem to court for breach of contract. In documents filed with the court, they accuse the city's attorney office of backtracking on the event. Star Entertainment claims the city signed the contract on June 9th, but 2 weeks later, on June 21st, the city's attorney's office told them that the show would have to be nixed. A large reason for the cancellation surrounds the supposed backgrounds of Moneybagg Yo, Lotto, and Pooh Shiesty, who they say might attract gang activity on city property. They added that the city would not host an event on their property if there's a chance that violence could occur. What they didn't research apparently is the fact that Moneybagg Yo has been performing in the city without any incidents. They cited the incident that took place 5 years ago with Moneybagg Yo. But that was my only point, really, was that shit like this will be detrimental for your career because, like I said, I can't see the future. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know, but I wouldn't bet money on these guys being super big artists. So they would need touring, right? I'm not expecting them to be huge streaming stars. I'm not expecting them to have millions of #1 records where you don't need to go out and tour. These guys need to tour. So I would just say lay off of it. Don't really get into it anymore. I get how they'll have to be friends because I keep seeing these interviews saying like, oh, why you don't think y'all can talk to each other? You don't think that? Nah, you don't got to be friends. Fuck that. I get it. Kill my people, or you're making fun of people who you know kill my people. I'm not gonna fuck with you. But also don't be in interviews confused. Like I think Young and Ace was confused why he's like, oh, why we keep talking about the negativity, man? Why is the negativity the biggest thing? Why we can't talk about the positive? The media never talks about the positive. You can't say that and then also be promoting mostly the negative. Now, he said in an interview he sponsors a basketball team in Houston, like salute to that. But I've never seen that. I don't know, maybe he did post that. Maybe the media didn't pick up on that. But when it comes to your music and it comes to like the viral lives that he's had, like it's all about violence. So you kind of have to do like a 180, do a flip, only promote positivity, and then positivity will come on to you. In regards to Young and Ace, because I was shocked and I was surprised when I was doing all this research about Young and Ace and Julio. Not even all this research, just watched a couple of videos about the two. I seen Young and Ace had a YouTube channel with his girlfriend. Like I'm like a couples channel. Like we're doing pranks, we're doing like house tours, we're doing like the typical, we're doing challenges. I'm like, this is the guy who like everybody's like, I won't say they're fearful of him, but like they're tying and linking him with this person who did these to these people, and this is his X, Y, and Z, and I don't know. It was a wild ride, and there was some crazy shit that I was reading and watching, but yeah, that's what it is. Speaking of research, I wanted to talk about this as well, just because I seen people was commenting about it yesterday about like, how did I not know that the girl that King Von? How did I not know that was a girl? I don't do all this research on killers and shit like that. People who've killed people, notorious Chicago gangsters or whatever she was. I don't do research on shit like that. I barely came to know about who King Von was, like literally 3 months before he died. And then that's when YouTube started recommending me all this like Chicago assassin, King Von, look at this documentary, he's killed 20 people or whatever he's done, allegedly. So yeah, I mean everybody doesn't dive into things as deeply as a lot of people on the internet. Like a lot of people on the internet, a lot of people who watch YouTube, they can't wait to catch you like slipping on a point. They can't wait to like correct you on something because I knew that you got it wrong. Like, bro, damn, all right, okay, it was a girl. My bad. I thought it was a dude. I ain't read it. I just looked at the picture, thought it was a guy. But people are so passionate about like being right about shit like this. Like, all right, bro, you got it. You win. But anyways, I want to get into I'll get into T-Pain later. I want to get into Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy knows what he's doing, right? So there was a clip that came out today. We got 2 Soulja Boy topics. This topic, and then we're going to roll into the Soulja Boy versus DJ Vlad talk. But let's talk about this real quick. So Soulja Boy posted a video yesterday on his story that Shade Room says, oh, he was spotted. No, he was recording. He wasn't spotted. He shot it himself. Giving a kid money and allowing him to keep the candy. And you know where that stems. That stems from the baby obviously giving each kid $2, $4 each for that, right? So I want to watch this video. Because you could clearly tell this is like some stage shit, right? Clearly. And if you're listening, Soulja Boy's counting the money. He's about to hand to the money. No theatrics going on, right? No theatrics, just simple exchange of money, which I feel like he did really want to exchange the money, like, with the kid. I'm not saying that he was disingenuous with giving the kid money, but then the camera cuts on.
Count up on the phone. Count up. Yo, stop playing with him. And I don't want the candy. First rapper to get a bite roll and let him keep the candy.
Okay, so that's Soulja Boy's shtick. Like, that's how he stays relevant. That's how he goes viral. Obviously, yesterday, the baby had his little debacle with the kids. Whether you agree, disagree, don't like it, whatever, that's really irrelevant. But that's, to me, that's even corny. Because he only did it because yesterday the baby got backlash. He knew, well, I guess he thought, because I think a lot of people see through the bullshit. They see through the facade. He thought that when I do this, it's going to make me look good. Or maybe he didn't think it was going to make him look good. Maybe he just knew he was going to be a part of the conversation just because what happened with yesterday. A lot of this shit in the music is game, smoke and mirror, facade. And we're going to speak about something a little bit later as well in regards to people in music, like wanting to attach their names. This person isn't even really in music. They're a failed reality star musician who wants to be in music, but we haven't really seen it. But want to be tied to something. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But this is really the one I want to talk about. So DJ Vlad and Soulja Boy obviously have made viral success together. I would say probably one of the most popular, or at least the most meme-worthy, the most viral DJ Vlad interview had to be with Soulja Boy when he was doing the story about the guys that ran up into his apartment. And I guess DJ Vlad decided to, I don't know if this was recently, I don't know if this has been released already, but he decided to interview the guys that Soulja Boy was telling the story about. The guys that Soulja Boy allegedly shot when they tried to rob him. I don't know if this is lined up. I don't know if this is in the can. I don't even know if this has been released. But DJ Vlad has an interview with these people. So we're going to play this clip of Soulja Boy, and I'm going to give my opinion on DJ Vlad interviewing these people. Let's get into it.
And then DJ Vlad, you a bitch. Why the fuck you gonna go interview the niggas I shot? You gonna go interview the niggas that ran in my crib? You pussy ass nigga, after I let you come into my house and I sat down and I gave you an interview, DJ Vlad. I welcome you to my crib with open arms. You let me ride in your Tesla. You drove me around in your Tesla. I rode in the passenger seat, just me and you, DJ Vlad. I thought we had a relationship. You act like you was my homie, DJ Vlad. You was like, Soulja, watch this. The Tesla can drive by itself. And you pressed the button and the car drove by itself, DJ Vlad. And I was in the passenger seat like, wow. And we really bonded. And I gave you the interview and you asked me that pussy ass shit, bro. You said, I heard that you got in the shootout and niggas broke in your house. How the fuck you even know that? I said, okay, cool. I gave you a real answer. I told you the story. I said some niggas broke in my crib and I shot them. You turned that shit to a meme and a joke and said the Soulja Boy challenge. Man, you see how many rappers out here dying? You see how many rappers out here dying, nigga? That shit ain't no fucking joke, nigga. I could have been dead, nigga, if I ain't shoot them niggas.
All right, so that's his response. Now, if Soulja Boy is really mad, I don't know with a person like Soulja Boy. I don't know when it's like cameras are on, I'm gonna perform, because I like Soulja Boy, to his credit, is always able to remain relevant in some certain type of way due to just his personality. So when he just tells a story, I was in the passenger seat, you made it push to start. Like, the way he tells stories, I don't even know. But anyways, he's just an entertaining person. That's all I can really say about Soulja Boy. But anyways, the DJ Vlad shit, right? So if Soulja Boy really thought him and DJ Vlad were friends, I think he's dumb, right? DJ Vlad is a content creator. I would never want to really label anybody like culture vultures. They do this, they do that, like whatever. He's documenting things that go on a broad scale. Hip hop, mafia shit, porn star. I think he used to do porn stars. Just all the athlete. He just like it's a spectrum of people that he interviews, not solely just hip hop, right? But when you see somebody interview people who you gave them a story about them shooting you, and then they go and interview those people, to me it looks like low hanging fruit. Like that just shows me like you would just do anything to get clicks. Like this person shot at me. And it's not like they're relevant people. That's like if I was to go interview any regular person who shot at a rapper, any regular person who snatched a chain from a rapper, like anybody like that, an interview to ask some questions about somebody famous. I think shit like that is irrelevant. It's kind of like when No Jumper gets a lot of flack. I don't think he's intentionally doing it, but when he brings on these girls to like air out rappers, like they're not famous within themselves. They're just girls who are attached to people. And when regular people can attach themselves to famous people, regular people will click and watch that. So it gets you a lot of views. So I understand that. But at the end of the day, that's low hanging fruit shit. People will watch because they want to get that side. Like, okay, you're the guy who was in this super viral, super wild Soulja Boy clip that went crazy. So, like you said, Soulja Boy challenge. Shit went crazy. People doing the chain clinking shit, doing it. It's a meme. It's viral. But what I want to risk, right? Because Soulja Boy is going to be in the game for a long time, right? He's always going to have something to say. He's always going to be viral whenever he talks. So if you're DJ Vlad, would I want to risk my relationship with Soulja Boy for a quick, possibly viral moment with these guys who broke in, shot at Soulja Boy shot them because he had to defend himself, and ruin a relationship with this guy who's constantly viral over the past 10 years because DJ Vlad's in the media game. We need shit people to click on. We need viral shit. Would I want to mess that up to do it with these guys? Because I can see Soulja Boy being a person like Boosie on the DJ Vlad platform. Like he doesn't have, what's that guy's name? I don't think Godfrey goes there no more. And he was like his resident like black guy. Hey, what do you think about this issue? What do you think about this guy? And the other guy. What's the other guy's name? They have a podcast together now. It's Godfrey. It's a famous woman who was a rapper. I think was it Rod Digger? Is that who the other person is? And then his name just escapes me. I don't know what it is. But if you watch DJ Vlad, he's always been on there from the beginning. DJ Vlad said something about Minister Louis Farrakhan. They did not like it. They do not go on his show anymore. So my point is, Soulja Boy could have been that for you in the future. Soulja Boy could have brought you millions of views over the years with his takes. Lord Jamar, thank you. Lord Jamar is the guy I'm thinking of. Lord Jamar. He could have brought you views over the years and years, but you ruined that for a piece of low-hanging fruit. Just like I feel like Adam 22 ruined chances of getting certain artists because he constantly wanted to bring Selena on there. She constantly airs people out. So you ruin relationships with regular people. That's why artists that you would think would go on No Jumper, like big artists you would think would go on there, probably don't go on there because they're thinking I don't want to say you're an op. I don't think it's that serious. But you'll bring people on here who will air me out. You'll bring regular chicks on here that'll air me out. You'll do anything to get views that could potentially affect me. And I've said this about Adam 22 a lot. Like I said, I listen to the platform. Certain interviews I like. I like the No Jumper show when it's him and his friends. Like I like that format better than his interview thing. But I feel like at one point he really had the chance to be, quote unquote, possibly not as big, but the hip hop Joe Rogan. That was my opinion at one point in time. Not as big, but have that lane. But I think like he kind of messed up that lane when he just started interviewing anybody and any random chick. Like, oh, this girl fucked 6ix9ine 3 months ago. Like, hey, you got a story to tell. Let's bring her on here. Hey, let's bring. It's not saying you can't interview. Like people like to attribute it to like the porn thing. I'm not saying you can't interview porn stars. Just interview the famous porn, like the top of the line, not just random OnlyFans chicks. Like that's not going to get you into that stratosphere, in my opinion. It'll get you into like salacious shit. Of course, there's horny boys on the internet. They're all going to watch the OnlyFans girls because they're horny and they want to look at it and they're going to do that. That's fine. But I feel like he kind of dropped the ball on being that person, right? He dropped the ball on being that. So That's really all I got in the Soulja Boy, DJ Vlad. It was interesting because I was just random because Soulja Boy thought him and DJ Vlad were friends for some reason, and DJ Vlad snaked him, and Soulja Boy did not take kindly to being snaked by DJ Vlad. So let's get into some music shit, right? So T-Pain went live last night, or I don't know if this is last night, maybe a day ago or something like that. But he had some comments to say on regards to music today and how everyone and everybody who sends in music sounds exactly the same. So I'm going to let him in his words, and we're going to have a conversation about everybody sounding the same.
Do some different music. We have all that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dub Baby is already doing it. It's literally two with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else. Hold it. We have it. We have it already. You don't have to do that music anymore. We have the music already. We have Lil Baby. We have Dub Baby. We have Lil Uzi Vert. We have Lil Yachty. We have Lil everybody. Do something else. Hold it. Stop sending me this bullshit. And then get mad when I don't like it. Jesus. God damn.
Now, I wouldn't be that passionate as far as like music, but like I say all the time, the quality of music today is nowhere near the quality of music of the past. I don't know. Maybe because I'm getting older in my life, I might sound how you would say 90s people sounded whenever like these guys were coming out, right? Even though they respect these guys, because you can't deny these guys. These guys right here make great music. I wouldn't put Ross in that category, obviously, as Biggie, but like when these guys first came in the game, well, at least, okay, this guy and Tyler, when they first came in, they were not received well by everybody. Kendrick off the gate, rap savior, like they loved him. But I don't see none of these people in this generation. Like we can say Lil Baby is great, right? We're saying Lil Baby is great. We say Roddy Ricch is good as far as what we're looking at as mainstream. People love NBA Youngboy. I'm not going to leave him out of the conversation. People love NBA Youngboy. But who realistically is on the level of people from the past that are the greats? Like, will there be a Lil Wayne of this generation? Like, actually to be as good as that person. Not just because the class is just dropped and is not good at all. So this person looks like they're at that level. Who do you think would actually be at that level? And I love Lil Baby's music, but I don't think he would ever be in a tier of a Kendrick, Drake, Jay-Z, Wayne. Like, I don't think he would ever be in that tier. And I don't see any artists out of this crop now that could be in that tier, but it might not also be their fault. It might be because what T-Pain is saying, there's so many people that make music and drop music every single day. It just waters down everybody else. When the supply of music is so high and the demand is really low, a lot of shit just get mixed into it's just in the mix. There's not really any big stars. New people pop up every day. So I don't think there's ever going to be people like this anymore. But also, I have to I have to think about it. For that younger demographic, the 15, 16, 14, 18, 17-year-olds, the people they love may already be this. Like, they think these people compared to Youngboy there's no comparison in their mind. But when we look at music, we're going to have to look at it 20 years from now to really see who lasts. Like, we really got to wait years and years and years with music to see what was actually really good. Because in the moment, we can really like something, right? You get, oh my God, this is amazing. But if you're not listening to it 2 weeks from now, because what other artist dropped, and now you're on to that, was that thing you first initially listened to really that good? It can't be if you're not listening to it anymore. But also, I think kids are trained to listen to music that way nowadays because the labels went more towards money. And they've always been about money. But now it's just easy for them to create people and make money. That's why they sign these artists when they got like 20, they have like a little buzz in their city. They'll sign them real quick, try to churn out music out of them and see if they could get a hit. They're just signing anybody. You see people all the time, like on Say Cheese TV, right? Great platform, puts a lot of people on. But you'll see, I don't know if he posted it recently or anymore, but he would post so many people that are getting signed to labels that you never heard of. They have like 20,000, maybe 25,000. They had a song on YouTube that's doing like 100,000, 200,000, whatever. So, like, that's good. That's numbers. But I don't know about for music if that's numbers. But like, that's a good amount of numbers. 100,000 people watching, that's good. But my point is, for T-Pain, also, everybody's going to sound the same because everybody looks at music nowadays like a cash grab. I don't think a lot of people that make music are actually passionate about making music. Right? I don't think a lot of people are actually passionate about making music. They don't actually love to make music. They love the look. They love the lifestyle, which nothing. I have no problem with people getting their money. No problem with it. Like people, for example, like a Lil Pump, I'm sure he doesn't really like music. He doesn't really like the art of making music. He probably seen it. People was getting a little bit of money. He went viral. He got popular. He made a little, and now he's gone. Now he's gone. I think the last thing I seen, I seen somebody on Instagram. He makes OnlyFans videos now. Like he's gone. He's done. But that's what I think the problem is. A lot of these people don't actually like making music. When you watch documentaries about these people, and really I'm talking about love music. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. And I used to have no appreciation for this dude right here. Where's he at? I used to have no appreciation for Tyler, the Creator. I used to not care for his music. I used to be like, that shit is whack, weird, trash, whatever. Then I got with my wife, and she loves Tyler, the Creator. So one day we sat down, and she was showing me this documentary when he made Cherry Bomb. The way that Tyler, the Creator, makes music makes me appreciate his music even more because it seems like he actually cares about making music. Now, if you haven't seen the documentary, I would push you to go and watch the documentary just because when you see somebody that actually loves their craft, you see why the outcomes are so good, right? Nowadays, it's microwave shit. Put it in, put it out, put it in, put it out, put it in, put it out. Is it hot? No. Is it cold? No. Push it to the side. Who else we got? Pull this girl out from this drawer. Pull this little kid out from this drawer. And then they're gone in 2 years. So, like I said, as far as the criticism of T-Pain saying that everybody sounds the same, I think that's more to people look at a certain formula and they see that that's winning. So they go with that formula. People see the money that could be made because I ain't gonna lie. There's local rapper people that I follow who just post random shit like, hey, I'm doing $500 features today. And these people you would not know these people if I named them to you at all. They say I'm doing $500 features, and then you look at the comments, and people are actually asking for the cash app for the five. So people are making money. They might have making millions and billions of streams, but like think about it. If I could say, hey, I'm doing $500 features, and 10 people hit me up for a feature in a week, that's 5 racks. Like a lot of people look at rappers and we're like, oh, they got to be millionaires, they got to be bazillionaires. But think about it like that. If you're a rapper who's local in your city, even maybe you're like just kind of, not saying you, I won't say you hot in the South because you'd be making way more of this, but say you're like kind of cool. Maybe you got like 30, 40,000 followers. You're cool. People in Louisiana that might know you. People in Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, they might know you. Everybody, the underground scene's kind of underground. If you could do 10 features a week, which that's to me now I'm thinking about it, sounds like a lot of music, but let's just say you're making $5,000 a week. That means you're making what? $20,000 a month. That means you're making just on features alone, not maybe shows, not whatever else, not streaming. You're making $240 off features. That's a good life. $240 a year. That's a good life. And you don't even got to be big. That's what I'm saying. That's my point is it's easier to make money in rap now because of social media and the perception of you on social media to other rappers. Because like I said, everybody wants to be a rapper. When I used to see I think he still does it. But when I used to watch, when I would see No Jumper post on his Instagram, I'm listening to your music today on stream, $200 for repost and $100 for just to listen to it. I was like, he gonna make a killing. Because everybody wants to be a rapper. So even look at that aspect of it in the media. How much money these guys get for promotion. How much money these people get for just sitting down and listening to people's music and charging you to listen. Or when you think about people like I'm Dante who charge people, I don't know if he still does this, but charge people for promo in his YouTube videos. Hey, you give me X, I don't know what the amount is. You give me money, I'll play a 10-second clip of your video. I'll tag you in a thing. Let's say he charges $250. Look at the money you make that. I'm Dante at one point was dropping a video every day. Imagine making $250 every day, 365 days a year, just from somebody wanting to promote their music. That even don't got to be good. Fuck, you can be trash as hell. Trash as hell. It's money in music. That's why you see so many people trying to get into music, whether it even be media or whether it be just making music. People are trying to get into that pot. So that's why there's a lot of people making noise in the music industry. So speaking of music and young people and freshmen and this and that, we got day number 2 of the freshman XXL ciphers. We have, who do we have today? We have Tusi. Oh, my phone died. Can't see that. So we got Tusi and we have Blast. Now I said when I made the video about the XXL freshman list, I have listened to Blast's music, and I think that he, albeit one of the most talented, I don't know if he's going to get the credit or the shine, but he's from LA, and I think he is probably, from the music that I've heard out of each of the people, is somebody who would traditionally, you would say, makes good music. So let's get to this. Let's react like we did yesterday, and then we'll talk about Coyle Ray as well, because she had some comments about her XXL freshman freestyle. But let's listen to these guys, and let me know what you guys think as well. Who I won't say who did better, but, you know, fuck it. Who did better?
Yeah.
Nick, you're stupid.
Watch me go freshman to go. Yeah. Can't do nothing less than the most. Gang. Must be depressing, I know. Watching my blessings approach, but who apply pressure the most? Yeah. Kept it consistent, you couldn't have missed it. I'm all of your mentions in post. XXL been treating me well, I might get a varsity coat. It was too hard to be broke, but I might make them sick if they saw what we gross. Humble forever, that's part of my oath. Only the gang get a part of my loaf. West side, I gave a heart to my coast. Jump off the porch and they gave me the torch.
He ate
Two
that.
places I won't go back, of course. That's broken, that's fourth. Just for the times they ain't show no remorse. 100% I'm eagle endorsed. Good with the killers, I'm good with the doors. They just say blast, get your foot in the door. Foot on your neck if you not giving yours. Yeah, I came for seconds and more. Ran up a check, baby, I got a charge. So double my exes, I'm doing it large forever.
See, that's how you do that. See, I expect that if his shit would have been trash, then I would have been like, that was whack, that was trash. I didn't have too many expectations for Coyle Ray and DDG and Moray, because I don't even see Moray as like a freestyle type person, or Lakai, even though Lakai's shit, after you listen to it a couple times, her shit was hard. But I didn't expect that from them. That's how you do a XXL freshman cypher. They should let, I haven't heard Tusi's part, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say they probably should let Tusi go first and then let Blast go second. I think Tusi like a singer, right? He a singing motherfucker.
Say, ain't she lovely? Man, I miss it when she fucked me. Smelling like a rose, sucking on her toes. Something about it just disgusts me. Treated like Madonna, I get what she wanna. Never use a condom on me.
Oh my god!
I go deeper.
And I'm not doing that to Tusi. I'm doing that to the nigga in the back, the white boy who's fake playing the flute. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
I know that it's lethal. All you hear is heavy breathing. How you doing, Miss Parker? It's the wrong tree you on bark up. I turn a grown woman to a stalker. Want a young nigga that's gonna cost ya. I mean, a pretty penny won't be on your titty. Take it for a ride through the city, Never been a bum. I come from the slums. You don't like them hot city, Baccarat on the scent. Need somebody you can vent. I take your pain away like a Percocet. Perk milligrams, those 10. You try to work it off. You been working out. No, I seen you lately in the gym. I ain't Mike Phelps, but I'm trying to swim. I don't want kids, but I give you twins, you know. Damn, Miss Lady. You the type I can't stand, Miss Lady. You got me outside your house like one of them crazy fans, Miss Lady. If I can't love you, I know something that I can do, maybe. If I can't love you, I know something that I can do. Say Miss Parker, my future bright past darker. Yeah, you give me summer vibes and your ass move when you walking. Should've told you proceed with caution. Know I'm young, but I hang with the bosses. And somebody like you ain't something that me and Blast see too often. Say, butterflies, you make me nauseous. You done show me where the arches. You done show me how to, where to put my at when you arch it. You the first one that I told when my cousin finally came out the closet. You the one that told me never love him, different shit I want, but damn, that was bullshit, Miss Parker. Could you heal my pain, Miss Parker? I don't know how long that a nigga tryna be in the game, Miss Parker. You give me devilish, but you heaven sent. Where you put it on me, catch the Holy Ghost. We got something special, what we got going on. Don't nobody know. Hey. Gang.
Okay, so that's it. So his part, that shit was art. That shit probably a song he ain't ever released. But he like, damn, this verse will sound good. Whenever I hear somebody keep on repeating like a thing, like how he kept doing the Miss Parker thing, he probably had a song called Miss Parker that didn't get released, and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do that here. Right? That's the vibe that I'm getting from it, just because he kept running with the Miss Parker thing. Now, of course, people can have like a theme within their freestyle, even though I know these aren't freestyles. But that was probably from a song. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not even gonna hold you. That was cool. I don't know why they just had just them two there. I feel like they could have probably threw in gave Pooh Shiesty, like if you want views, right? If you want views, Pooh Shiesty and 42 Doug are big enough to be in separate XXL ciphers, right? Because obviously Pooh Shiesty, 42 Doug, Coi Leray are the biggest most mainstream names out there. So cool. And DDG's on YouTube, so that's cool. That'll get views. DDG, Coi Leray, put him on there. With Blast, let's say you throw out, I don't know, put 42 Doug in there with them. Or put Pooh Shiesty with them, and then 42 Doug with Flo Milli and Ruby Rose. Throw them over there. But that was cool. Obviously, Blast's part was way better than Toosie's, but like I said, a person like Toosie or artist like Toosie, I'm not expecting him to be able to just get on a freestyle type vibe, cypher type vibe, and just kill it. That's not what I'm looking at. I don't believe so. So tomorrow is what? Tomorrow's Thursday, and I would assume tomorrow is the Pooh Shiesty, Ruby Rose, Flo Milli, 42 Doug cypher. So come back tomorrow, and we're gonna react to that one as well, live on the stream. So also let me know what you guys think about this XXL cypher. Do XXL ciphers make you want to go and listen to other people and their music? Or is it just some shit people don't care about anymore? For me, it made me want to go listen to some of their music just because I wanted to be kind of, at least have some kind of knowledge on what type of music they make or what type of sound that they bring. But what does it do for you? What do you think whenever you think of XXL ciphers, and what do you think when you think about these things? So we got two more things I want to talk about, and we're going to get up out of here. So this viral video has been going viral. Right? It's of this lady who is in Victoria's Secret and she's having a meltdown. I don't know what's wrong with this lady. I don't know what got into this lady, but it was all filmed, and we're about to sit here and we're about to watch it in all of its cringy glory.
Oh God, no, it's you. Now you are, oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see this? Oh my God,
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of shit when people, when somebody tries to do something to you and they fail and they try to backtrack oh no, I hurt myself. Oh no, this happened. That. I feel like she wanted to attack this lady. It didn't go the way that it wanted for her. So then she immediately retreated into self-pity. I'm crying. So I turn into because when people see you crying, I turn into the victim, even though I just tried to victimize this lady. Now, I don't know the context. We maybe need to see 30 seconds before, because all these videos we see on the internet, I always think they're doctored or something before they go viral. There's a committee that's okay, let's watch the video. We're about to post on the internet. Okay, we're going to trim out the first 20. We're going to trim out the last 30. And boom, we're going to have people just wondering and waiting. I want to know what happened before this, because the video starts instantly with the slap. What's the conversation before the slap happened? And that'll give a lot of us context of why the situation went down the way that it went down. But let's continue.
I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me. And now
she literally just tried to hit. Why is she saying no, I didn't? She literally came up and now she may be trying to be fair, maybe the white lady was trying to knock out the phone and not hit the lady, but it looked like you was coming at her.
Did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God. Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. Oh my God. This shit don't even feel real. This do not feel real.
So I'm like, I don't got time for this bullshit. Can I go around?
Don't record me.
Y'all had to get security. She charged me. If I wouldn't have ducked, she would. Oh no, you just wanted security for me, right? I want security for you now. No, don't cry. No. I want you to call security. Thank you. I just came to get my free panty. You know how you get the coupon in the mail? And I got to pick up my Converse boots from Nordstrom's. I don't know why this is happening to me. Don't charge me. Oh, you want to? Oh, yeah, she...
What is she doing? See, I ain't see all that, right? Like that point... You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me, have y'all seen that video of the white guy who kind of like flipped out at the Holiday Inn or, you know, whatever chain of hotel that was? And he was like he was having a breakdown himself. Maybe the lady was having a breakdown, right? Because like I said, but I need to see I got to see the first 30 seconds. In the middle, yes, it looks bad. Looks like white lady tried to hit, the white lady play victim. That's exactly what it looks like in this video. Just let me see the first 30. Because there ain't no way that she hit record as soon as the lady starts. She had to be recording before that. I got to see the first 30, dog. Because that'll give you a lot of context into these situations that we see go viral on the internet.
Scaring me. Like, you gonna go postal.
You go postal.
Don't
get up.
No, why don't she walk away from me? No, I was here. No. We're not doing this.
And I don't know because I did not see this really go viral like that, but I know people on the internet was on that white lady back their ass. The one who told her like, why don't you just walk away? You trying to say though? I already know they was go get on her ass during this conversation. I'm sure on Twitter it was going crazy.
Go wherever you want to go. This is crazy. I'm sorry. I don't mean that.
They just conducting business as usual in that motherfucker. She just passed out on the floor.
She went to go call security.
Yeah, because...
Did you have 2 yoga mats?
No, I had one. We was trying to just find a price check for one of them. Just one I had. Okay, I'm going to leave her here, Pest. Actually, you know, I have a coupon for the free panty, and it says everyone is excluded except for the period panty. But I actually want to see what that was.
I can show you.
Okay. All right, Cameron.
Okay, so that video looks bad, dog. That video looks bad. It looks, but like, what if the lady was really having like a mental breakdown? It's just she ain't gonna get that benefit of doubt. One, because she's a white lady. Two, because we've seen too many Karens attack, then retreat into a crying ball of insecurity, of terror. Like they don't know what to do now. It's kind of, this is what I meant to say. It's like when you punch somebody with your biggest shot, like you like load up and you punch them, right? And then they like nothing happens. then you fall into, okay, I'm sorry, I'm running. That's what it looks like. But like I said, bro, I got to see the first 30, dog. I got to see the first 30 of this video. I swear that's the conspiracy theory we need to look into. There's got to be a service or something going on through Twitter that promotes viral, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, where it's like, hey, this video clip is going to go viral. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to delete the last, well, this one was ended. The lady was laying on the ground and it ended. We're going to delete the first 30 seconds of what happened in this video. And that's not to say that, maybe the black lady was being mean first and she deserved it, but we still don't know how this led up to this occasion. We don't know what led up to this. I got to see what led up to this. She looked like a toddler that threw a fit and her mom left her there till she acts right. Yes, that is kind of similar to what she does look like. But that was crazy, man. That was a wild. That's like the fact that I'm gonna go with the thing that with the video I have, with the evidence that I have here. I'm gonna go with that she did not really have a mental breakdown. They start talking about security. Once she thought she got bagger from the white, yes, please tell her, leave me alone, stop. And then she passed out. That pass out was to get sympathy from security. It probably works. They probably came, hey, are you okay, man? Okay, man, you're probably going through something. Get your crazy ass up out of here. You're going through something. Get out of here. That's had to be how that went. Because that looked like a defense mechanism to fall on the ground in that way. But this is the last thing I want to talk about. And I'm going to get up out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So there's a lot of conversation, a lot of, sometimes negativity in regards to Cardi B and how she celebrates her child's birthday, right? So we've seen plenty of things that look cringy. Literally last year, it's like clockwork with Cardi B and Offset. Clockwork. I don't know if it was Christmas. I don't know if it was the little girl's birthday. Last year they bought her a Birkin and everybody, why would you buy a toddler $100,000? I said that too. Because to me, it's dumb, right? Right? Toddler, $100,000 Birkin, like she's a kid. Why should she need that, right? So this year they upped the ante. They got her. It was either $150,000 or $250,000 Richard Mille watch. Now you can look at that watch as an investment piece. Rich people do rich shit. You can look at that as an investment piece for the future. She might, if it's a baby watch, she won't be able to wear it when she's older, but she can still use it as some sort of investment, especially if it's like a plain Jane Richard. Now, if it got diamonds and shit on it, it's done for. It's a wrap. You're not using that shit. It's done. But then you also have to think of Cardi B, super mega star commercials, biggest female rapper, like commercially of the past couple of years. She is. Superstar, like I said, commercial, everything. Money's probably falling into her hand. Like she just walks outside and bags of money are falling into her hand, right? Then you got Offset with the Migos. Them as well. They got their songs playing on NBA. They got their songs playing here. They're the Migos. Concerts, festivals, bags fall. They're walking outside and bags are falling. So when you look at the Forbes list for Cardi B and Offset, right? Cardi B makes, I remember seeing Cardi B was on there. Cardi B makes $28 million in a year. Offset with the Migos, they made 20. Let's split it. Let's say each of them take home, I don't know, 6 to 7 million each. I don't know, 6 to 7 million. Say $6.5 million each. So we're adding that with Cardi. We're looking at people with $36 million a year. After taxes, after managers, after whatever, let's just knock it down to a cool 13 million. I don't even know that's a correct tax breakdown. I never made that much money, so I'm not sure what the tax breakdown looks like. But anyways, to them, that's not no money. Them dropping at $250 on that watch is like you buying your kid the newest Jordan. Like that's no money to them. So you got to also look at it in that context. Now you probably wouldn't do it because we don't got that money. But you never know what you would really do when you had that money. I watch people buy shit all the time who are rich. I'm like, that's stupid. I would never buy that. right? I would never do that. But you know what? I don't have the access and the finances to be able to buy certain shit. Now I know for certain. When you watch Lil Baby go in the icebox and he's got chain on chain on chain on chain on chain and watch on watch on watch on watch, I wouldn't do that. But there are going to be other things that you will indulge your money into that other people will deem irresponsible, reckless, negligent. They'll deem it something just because they wouldn't spend their money that way. So that's how Cardi B and Offset got through their little controversy of their daughter's birthday. But that's not really the story I want to talk about. The story I want to talk about is people always feeling the need to insert themselves in the stories and always wanting credit for shit that anybody really does. So Hazel E, which is like, she's loving hip hop, LA. I think she's like one of the first people on the show. I don't know what she does now. I think at one point she tried to do music, but I don't know what she does. She's a reality TV person. Hazel E accused of calling out Cardi B over Culture's birthday party. So this is Cardi B's Instagram right here, right? I went through a couple of pictures. Now, this is their daughter's party. They got the Cinderella, they got the princess, they got the carriage. You know, real rich people shit when it comes to events and parties. She riding on a pony, red carpet, all that stuff, right? This is what you would expect. So Hazel E shared images of her daughter's princess birthday party. Added, "It's the originality for me." Hazel E also stated it was only 3 weeks ago. Damn, after people accuse her of unnecessarily going after Cardi, I didn't even say no names. Must be the same. Smiling with sunglass emoji. I was the first rapper to do it in my Soulja Boy voice, Hazel E added. People were quick to tell her that princess parties for little girls are common for just about anyone in the world and accuse Hazel E of using her daughter for clout. Check out the post. So this is Hazel E shit. Right? Now, I'll give it to her. Not gonna lie. The shit looks similar. Got the pink dress. We got the carriage. What else? We got the princesses. They're all black. That's salute to that. That's great. Just a princess themed party. Prince Charming dad. You know, we can go back up and look at the pictures. You can have a look. Pink dress. But let's be honest. Do anybody really believe that Cardi B, superstar of the world, saw Hazel E post about a party and then went to go and mimic this party within 3 weeks? I don't believe it. I believe these rich people, they have shit planned for months. Especially big, like you can't just they have bread. So having a little bit of money, you can kind of push people to coordinate shit fast. So I'm not going to say that it's completely out of the realm of possibility. But I feel like rich people plan shit in advance months ahead of time. Right? And they got the bread. Princess, horses, carriages. Anybody who does a princess party and they bring a carriage, every carriage is going to look the same. If you're going to do a pink princess themed party, every dress is going to be pink. But I don't really have a gripe about her just posting I'm original. I hate people do that shit. It's like the same thing with this YouTube shit. Like every time somebody has a similar take or has a similar, opinion about something, somebody will always be like, oh, he must look up to me. Oh, he watches me. Oh, You know how many times I've said things on this podcast and then watched the other, more mainstream people who speak on certain same topics say the exact same thing as me? Because a lot of times when it comes to opinions or just talking, there's really only two ways you can either go. It's either you're going to agree or you're going to disagree. And a lot of times, whatever points you put in for your agreement or for your disagreement are also narrow too. So most times, people are going to have the same thoughts as you. That's how I felt about this princess shit. They're going to have the same thing. But to me, it's just you seeing the opportunity to insert yourself with the big star. Because, let's face it. It's Cardi B. And you watch this, if you're like a guy watches, you probably don't know who the hell Hazel. You know who Cardi B is, but you don't know who Hazel is. To me, this is a way of funneling attention to yourself. For what reason? I don't know. Because let's say, oh yeah, you inspired her to do princess theme party. Okay, what next? What next? Cardi B's just in Fast 9. She about to drop an album, I'm sure. She's pregnant. What's next? But that's all I got, man. I got things to go and do. I want you people to go out there and enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you for watching, and if you have subscribed, I appreciate you for the subscription. Like I said, check back in tomorrow. We're going to go live again. We're going to have some more things to talk about. XXL Cypher, Pooh Shiesty, 42 Doug. I'm sure there's going to be more stories to speak on, more things to get into. So like I said, make sure you share it as well.